Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and today I want to do a little first impressions video of shapeshifter formations. Disclaimer, I was given a free key for this, but it is absolutely not sponsored. In fact, I typically don't make videos on games that I don't enjoy. I've played about an hour of this before I did this video just to like kind of understand the systems, which is my normal process for checking these things out. So this is not a review by any means, but it is a first impressions. So this game is not exactly a bullet heaven like you might think because of the glut of them recently. This is actually more of an old school arcade twin stick shooter, which also has local co-op, which I think would be the premium way to play this. Like I can imagine having a ton of fun in local co-op, but I was having a pretty great time playing this solo, which is why I'm going to do a run here and show you guys. But I just wanted to talk about it a little bit beforehand. The game's about $6 on Steam. It is an old school action, like twin stick shooter with like actual points, you know, remember points? And then you do have meta progression. It's mostly percent based, nothing crazy. Although there is some like reroll stuff down in this area. And then you have your unlocks of all your possible passive upgrades, which are your normal roguelike stuff. Then you have up to 10 different ships you can pick from, and up to 10 different weapons, and you can mix and match however you like. The one thing you might not like about this game is theme-wise, everything's basically just a shape. There's ships, but everything's just blocks. And I think if you're looking for more of a bullet hell with roguelike elements that has fantastic bosses so far in my experience, this one might be for you. But anyways, that was my little first impressions. Now we're gonna just do a run and you guys can actually see how this goes. So I only have the starter ships unlocked. It does show you how to unlock them, which I like. I just haven't, right? Let's play this phalanx ship. It has a barrier effect, and it does extra damage. It provides a large damage bonus when close to the enemy being damaged. So it has like a up close bonus. And then we're gonna use the scatter gun, which is just a shotgun. There's also like machine gun's almost like a pistol, right? It's pretty consistent. This chain gun goes kind of wild, but it's very low accuracy, so you spray. I also like there's two random things over here. Nice touch. I haven't played a shotgun run of this, but we'll see. There is auto aim if you want it. One thing I don't like is if I let go of the mouse, right? You see that like zoom out, zoom in sort of thing. My dizziness not a fan of that. So I'm gonna be holding down the button the whole time. I guess you could turn on auto aim if you wanted to, but I kind of like the idea of aim. I mean, this, like I said, this is a twin stick shooter. Holy words, Batman. And then you're gonna level up, and then you're gonna get a fairly cool selection of interesting choices here. So, and it does a good job of telling you how they trigger. So like this is on fire. When you fire your gun, you have a 20% chance to fire 3 corrosive splinters. Really good. This is just when you hit something, you get a 5% chance to restore 1 HP. I don't see any reason not to take this. And we'll go there. Now, I do have rerolls now. You don't start with them. You'll probably have to do like 1 or 2 runs. I did find it funny that when I looked at the like Steam achievements for dying or whatever, because you get one for dying the first time, it is 100%. So everyone who's turned on this game and done a run has gotten done in, which I am not surprised at all. This game is not, well, once you get to the boss, it's kind of crazy. So you're really like building up your character in this first little section, which is admittedly a little slow, but most games in this genre do start off a little slow, I think. So it's hard to complain. So you have these elite enemies too. Okay, you also have your right click, which in my case is the shield, which just block things. The first character has a straight up block wave. Did I say block wave? I meant blast wave. That just blows everything up. On kill, 25% chance to fire a homing missile that deals 25 damage per level. Notably, per level means the level of the upgrade that you've taken, because you can take them multiple times. That seems really good. Ricochet is cute, but like, that seems great. The game feels like a little stuttery right now. I don't know if it's just me. Let me check the graphic settings. Well, maybe it's because we're playing in the complete wrong resolution. That might be it. I don't know. I wasn't getting that earlier when I had when I didn't have OBS on, so I don't know. I think the game looks good. It does have colorblind options, which is, you know, I appreciate that. Although I haven't really had any problems myself, but I'm not like truly colorblind. Just like shades are difficult. Fire rate and extra shot seems good. I don't know how much negative damage we really want to take. Because one thing I found when I got to like the second boss, I believe it was, I just wasn't doing any damage, and it was kind of a problem. Yeah, I mean, it might be an issue where I'm either going insane or OBS just doesn't really care for, or this game doesn't care for OBS, or who knows, whatever. I'll deal with it. Just know that any sort of like frame rate stuff you might see was not a problem a second ago. What is this? One kill, 25% or 20% chance to fire a homing missile that does 75 damage. Bonus 20% chance per level when this kills an enemy. Oh yeah, it just stacks. Okay, I mean, yeah. So we have projectile bounce, but I feel like it's not really doing all that much. I think we probably want to find some damage up here, if I had to guess. The music's pretty good. It's not like my absolute favorite, but it's actually not terrible. We can reroll. Now, after you beat the first boss, you do get like a shop, so you don't want to spend all your money. Chance to apply burned. Yeah, that's fine. One thing I don't know straight up is, so there's, as far as I can tell, there's 4 status effects. There's burned, like a cold one. I assume it's just frozen. There's a lightning one, there's an acid one. I suspect that the acid one lowers armor and the lightning one makes them more susceptible to something. I don't actually know. I've tried to like hover over and it doesn't really show. I haven't done any like outside work looking into it, which you obviously could if you wanted to really figure it out, but I kind of wish that was in the game. Like if you look over here, it shows all your stats, which is fantastic, by the way. But like these statuses, you can't like click on them and see, which it'd be nice to have that, but that's an aside. Explosive rounds on hit. Yes, I would like to have a lot of on hit effects. Maybe we should, well, I guess we have a bunch of on kills too. I don't know. So the bosses, having on kills isn't necessarily the worst thing, because basically the bosses have what seems to be 3 phases. The first phase is just the boss by himself doing his basic attacks. The second phase is the boss doing some of his attacks with minions, and the third phase is the boss doing like crazy attacks while also like some, it's wild. On fire. Is that when I'm on fire? Or is that when they're on fire? Oh, also, you can hover over these to see what they are too, so that's like a big deal. On kill, on hit. We have burn chance, but like, I don't know. Let's just take it and see. I think... Oh, on fire. No, I'm so dumb. Obviously, it's when you fire your gun. That keeps kind of confusing me, where I think that on fire is like, you know, when you're literally on fire. I think that's just because there's multiple words. You know, it's one of those things. You play a little bit longer and you'll realize that's not what's going on. You know what? I think I would like this. On kill, more explosions. It's different from the other one. It's more like a shatter effect, I guess. We need some percent damage up is what I'm looking at here. Also, notably, the timer at the top of the screen is the amount of time until the boss shows up. So your goal is to get as strong as you can before said boss shows up. I'm gonna put this here and just stand outside of it and shotgun these guys. That's kind of effective. Oh, you can actually move outside of the shield. I didn't realize that. That's really good. We could reroll for 50. Projectile speed, fire, all these things seem bad. I'm gonna reroll. The stuff you can buy isn't that incredible. I think ignition is probably what we want, although we could take a laser sight, which is 3% damage. I don't think we care about. I think I'd rather go ignition. We're kind of like this weird burn build right now. All right, boss is about to show up in a very, very cool fashion. He's gonna blow things up and knock us away. We get the free XP from it. We are playing against the Blockbuster to start with. He's gonna smash the ground. And now this is where the game turns like real bullet hell. If you like bullet hells, you're gonna enjoy this stuff. I think we just want status strength plus some armor. We're doing okay. Okay, we should probably step away from that. I don't know if I mentioned you can dodge if you didn't notice me doing it. Every character can dodge. I don't know if any can dodge better than others, but there's also abilities that affect dodge as well. Gotta watch out for his little quick stomp there. One thing I will say that was nice about the other ship, like the first one, is the blast wave did a lot of damage. It did like 150 a hit. So yeah, this feels like some type of raid fight or something, right? Like a MMO style. I'm gonna back up just in case he decides this quick stomp. I don't know how effective my shield is here. Maybe that's what it's for. Okay, he can go inside of it. Oh, actually, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And now comes the more minions, and then he'll chill for a second, and he's gonna start trying to stomp on us while we're dealing with the minions, because not enough. You can also spec into your like ability of the ship that you're using if you want to like reduce its cooldown. So if you are using like the blaster thing or whatever, you can go heavy into that. We're not doing so great right now. I'm gonna put up a shield and just hope we can heal some. Get a level. Max health, projectile speed, fire rate. Projectile speed should increase the range of our shots, right? We're very low. We're got an achievement. We're at 2 HP. He's low. And we're dead. Okay, well, you know, that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Let's try one more run. Can I restart with... No, it goes right to the same one. We're gonna try the other ship. Start. this bomber plus the grenade launcher. Let's do this. Oh, this seems kind of cool. What if we put auto aim on? We're gonna try this run in full auto aim just to see how well it works, just for the sake of, you know, the video, right? It might just strictly be better. I have actually no idea, but so far it seems pretty good. It seems like way better than I would do. Mini blank on dodge, nah. Ability damage and crit chance. Yeah, that is actually what we want. Because our ability, which I'm just going to show off now, I'm just going to walk over here and just going to go boop, and it hits for a ton of damage. So having, we could go like full in ability build. And again, just a reminder, the whole frame rate issue was a non-issue when I wasn't recording with OBS. So if it has like weird stutters and all that, just know that that's the thing. Laser sight on damage. I don't want that. Let's do laser sight. Maybe it'll help auto aim. I think laser sight's supposed to help like manual aiming, but it also has % damage attached to it, and I kind of want to go with that. So like all the on-kill stuff we had before was cute. We had a bunch of like high rarity stuff, but notably it didn't really help us against the boss all that much. And that's, I mean, that was the easy boss. On fire is pretty good. Could just take more % damage. I don't really want to take this. I don't want to reroll here because these are fine. Let's take corrosive. Yeah, this is the real question, is the auto aiming better when there's like elites and stuff around? Also, I got to the third boss and things got kind of wild as far as like the regular levels. On hit, 20% chance to strike the enemy with lightning and applying 5 shock. On hit, okay, let's just go like % damage and corruption. Erosion, I don't know, same thing. We'll figure it out. Again, I don't actually know what corrosion does, and I have no way to check, sadly. I'll probably look it up after I finish this run, and then like throw it in the video. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pause the video right now, and I will look it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, Google has failed me, so we will just have to see how it goes. I don't actually know, but we'll see. Turns out when you type in shapeshifter formations, you get a lot of things about shapeshifters, which is really interesting. 15% chance to double the status effect. That seems good if that's what we're doing. We take it again. We also killed 2,000 enemies now, so we got something for that. You kind of just get a bunch of unlocks just from doing stuff, more so than you know, targeting. You can target specific achievements, but for the most part, it looks like you'll unlock all the stuff just by playing. Most of the things are just like kill a lot of things or apply a lot of status effects, or you know, that type of stuff. A lightning bolt strikes 2 enemies per level with lightning every 4 seconds and applies shock. Receives a bonus from fire rate. I mean, that seems pretty decent. I mean, every 4 seconds is a little bit slow, but I do love lightning effects, and I also like the idea. Okay, so I'm seeing the first problem with auto fire, and that is these moving guys. It will not lead them by the look of it, so you may have to turn it off, but it's very viable like right now. could take laser sight. I think we're supposed to take echoing status again and just go crazy on this corrosion, which hopefully does good stuff. I mean, if it lowers the enemy armor, that's gonna be really good. I mean, I'm talking about this a lot, and I know somebody in the comments is gonna be like, well, actually, a corrosion just does damage over time, and I'm gonna be like, okay, well, cool, I couldn't find that anywhere. So that's a little feedback, but yeah. All right. Crit hit damage. What's our crit chance? It's 10%. It's not great. It's weapon damage down by 9%. Ugh. We could also weapon damage up and crit chance down. We have a free reroll. Let's just use it. No. Let's take another laser sight. It's more damage. We got a long beam now. It would be cool if the long beam actually made the auto targeting even better, but I understand that's kind of difficult to do. I guess I should move my mouse a little bit off the screen, although we still kind of have to keep our hand on the mouse unless there's a way to change the controls to our ability off like a different button, which there probably is. On hit, chance to apply burn. I mean, yeah. We are kind of doing the status effect thing right now. Yeah, I definitely can't help but notice it feels like the like percent damage stats, our buffs early on just aren't really there. 5 crit is cool, but I think we just go with the burn again. Feel the burn. 2016 US presidential election memes. Primary memes. I don't know. I guess you could say election. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, I think this time we're gonna have basically no problem with the boss. Also, having the auto aim, if you're already struggling, should help. Oh, 10% damage on per level targets above 80 is okay. More burning. We're notably doing some damage here. We got hit. That was rude. I don't think we have any actual regen this time, which might not be great. Although we actually have range now, so we don't have to walk next to him to fire. This silly blockbuster man. Hey. Calm down with that. All right, phase 2. Well, he's taking some damage. Okay, the status effect, something's going on. He's definitely taking burning, and I think maybe corrosion is like chance to be crit or something. I'm not really like. He took some big crits there. I mean, it could have just been our crit chance, but like, could have also not. He's getting absolutely wrecked at the moment. Kill Blockbuster without taking damage. Oh, okay, cool. Flawless Blockbuster. Eerie. Enhanced poisons. See, that makes me think it's just like... that makes me think it's just damage. All right, so here's the shop you get at the end. We have $500. I think we're going to heal because we don't have any passive healing at the moment. Weapon damage up, projectile speed up, ability damage down. I think I want that. And then we can reroll. Damage up, armored speed, crit hit damage, speed, ability damage, and then what's over here? On kill, not really. We could reroll again, but that's like kind of loose. We just take 5% damage and then crit hit chance. I can't imagine that's wrong. All right, so now we go to the next one, which has a different, like, a different shaped arena, and you will probably pretty quickly immediately notice the increase in regular enemies. And by the time we get to the third area, it gets kind of wild. You know what? I will take better poisons. So I do think once, like, it's hard to tell, right? Because there's a lot of passive unlocks we haven't gotten, and some of them might be better for certain types of builds and whatnot. But it does seem like you kind of want to lean into, like, some style of build. Again, I think having the status effects say what they actually do would be really nice to help that until you figure it out. I'm sure, like, I only checked Google. I'm sure it's on the Discord 100%. Things like that always are. Oh, look at this. 7% crit chance, 10% crit damage. We lose 3% speed, but we have a dodge. Who cares? Okay, that seems like a huge pickup. That's an insane passive. Apply 50% corrosion to a single target. I think that unlocked a ship for us. I'm pretty sure I believe that being the one thing. So now you see these things coming around. I'm just gonna pop that. Oh, and then you'll have the new elites here that just have a laser beam coming out the front of them because that's how it goes, and they're gonna bounce off the walls and keep going. They're kind of a thing. I'm gonna turn off auto aim for a second so I can manually put him down and switch. Actually, all right, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like the ability to switch back and forth on a dime like that in this game, probably more than any other of these that I've played. Because on average, for the slow-moving enemies that creep towards you, it's just going to be more accurate than you are. But, well, for the average gamer, I mean, I'm sure there's some FPS people who are just like, you know, godlike. But that ain't me. Projectile bounce seems good. On status, no, we're not applying frost. The lightning thing is like cute. If we just have projectile bounce, what happens there? Does projectile bounce like not work? Am I not seeing it? Is it because we don't have enough projectile speed that doesn't have time to bounce, or does the grenade just not have a chance to bounce? That's kind of what I'm like curious about right now. I'm still, one of the things I do with all these games is I'm still kind of like in an experimental phase where I see like how things work, like how they're described to work and then how they functionally work. Most of the time it's not bugs, it's just, you know, some things interact maybe in a different way. Like, it seems to me that this doesn't bounce because it's a grenade and it blows up. Extra shot's pretty good. Status strength, duration, status strength. I mean, that's literally what we're doing. Also, these runs are pretty short, which I think is a nice little feature here of this game as well. I don't know, I was pleasantly surprised. I do tend to enjoy games that have like more of a theming. Because like when I was younger, we used to play, I used to play a lot of these like old style, like Robotron, Galaga, all, you know, all that stuff. We used to play a lot of games like that. So if you're gonna make a game similar to it, like I'd say this is very, very much like Robotron. If you're gonna play like, or Robotron X or whatever, I remember I played a lot of the one on the PS1, which you could tell me it's called Robotron 2077 and I'd believe you. But I would like better burn, yeah. So these games kind of have to do with something a little different, and I think adding the, you know, the bullet heaven upgrades, plus like the choose your ship style stuff that's like I guess the closest thing I think of, which is 20 minutes till dawn, where you mix your character's ability with your weapon, which, speaking of which, I need to get back to that game because I haven't played it since like 4 patches ago, and there's like new characters and weapons, so probably do that sometime this month too. But this video is about this game, which again, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's like $6. If you're into this, it's only $6, right? Like, I have a hard time not recommending it. I feel like there's hours and hours of fun here. I'm probably gonna play it quite a bit. This type of thing I would play when I kind of just want to zen out. So this has a 15% chance to fire a missile that applies burn. This just has a chance to, oh, we already have level 1, so this applies to 2 enemies. Is that better though? Because, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I was just thinking about like, well, what's the real like struggle here? It's bosses, right? But yeah, okay, here's the Serpentagon, who I beat on my first attempt last time, but it was a struggle. I also had like 6 vampire style upgrades, so I was healing an insane amount, and I kind of just outlasted him. This is the opposite, where I don't have any healing, but we're doing the damage. We're doing a lot. So let's see if I can dodge. Yeah, our output's like really strong right now. I kind of wish we were the shield ship. Can't help but notice. I'm gonna switch to manual aim though. I don't want to fire at the things that aren't him. I just want to. Oh, that was a lot of. He heals, which sucks. I think we got him. Ooh. Okay, well that was close. We're on 9 HP. We survived, which is nice. We can instantly restore. You know what? I'm realizing what might have just caused the. I turned screen shake to 0, and I think that might have made it worse because it was at 50. There's also aim assist if you want it, but on heal, I mean, that's cool. I don't have any way to heal. I guess we take it in the hopes that we find a way to heal here, or just get some sort of heal. No. That's okay. Roll again. We have 270. 50% overkill damage to one nearby enemy. This damage is capped at. Okay, that seems really strong. Crit chance is great. 5% crit chance is also great. I mean, we just take this thing. All right, let's see what happens since we change the we changed that screen shake setting back to where it was. Maybe it's a bug. If you guys don't like the screen shake setting, I totally apologize. And if you click off this video, it's totally understandable. I just want to see if it fixes the frame rate stuff that's going on. It's not bad. I just can't help but notice that like every little bit we're getting this weird like dip. And I'm not on like the most top end machine, but we're close. I'm running a 4070 Ti and the equivalent tier or slightly higher tier processor with a very fast solid state drive and plenty of RAM. So there's really no reason that the game should have any problems when I can run Cyberpunk at essentially max. Almost max. That game's kind of wild. All right, we're gonna manual aim now because we do have explosions, so we need to clear out this cluster. So this next guy kind of wrecked me in my first playthrough. On hit % chance. We have to take this. We have to take it. I don't really have a choice here. we need a way to self-heal. So yeah, one thing too, unfortunately this game's only on Steam. I like to play my co-op games on, you know, on PlayStation. I don't have it, or like Xbox when I had an Xbox, or, you know, which console of your choice, right? So hopefully this one is able to drop on consoles at some point. If not, you know, maybe if your setup works well. I'm pretty sure it's only local co-op. I definitely wouldn't want to play this in online co-op because of the, you know, lag and whatnot. Plus, a small developer adding online co-op is... That's gotta be a chore. I'm not a developer, so I'm not sure, but I imagine network issues would make it not easy. I feel like I must have taken stuff to slow down my ability recovery, because it feels very slow. All right, let's go back to auto aim, I think. But yeah, as you can see, this third area is, it's a lot. Divert power. Well, that's a lot of cooldown, right? I'm assuming ability duration just increases the area of our ability, but I'm just gonna take the armor down and get the cooldown rate so we can cast our blast more often. I don't know, we're definitely struggling right now. And this is all prior to the boss. Again, there is quite a bit of meta progression too, though, so I don't know how far you're expected to get each run. Okay. Yeah, we also have like really bad fire rate, which isn't great. Was not trying to rhyme there. That was unintentional. I apologize to everyone who I offended by saying something at such a low intelligence level. I don't know. I can't help but notice our point multipliers at like 14%. I don't know if that's like a certain number of elite kills in a row. I still don't know how that works either. So there's like some... I think there's some mechanical things that should probably be outlined, or either that or I completely missed them during like the tutorial part, which I don't even know if there was a tutorial, come to think of it. But that's, you know, there's a couple of things here that could be done. Honestly though, I don't think the gameplay needs to change, which is normally not something you say about a game that just drops. It's more so just some like, hey, how does this work sort of deal. We are not going to live. Fire rate, status strength. Okay, that's literally all we want right now. One thing I do think you get more of is free rerolls. I think you probably get up to like 5 or something like that. And then there's obviously ways to get more income. So the more meta progression you have, the more you're going to be able to like focus on a specific build, which is pretty cool. Oh, we're donezo before the boss even comes in. That's a shame. But yeah, we got 458,000 score. I'm sure that's not terrible. It's again, I had a good time. So then you have all of this again. When this is a very interesting one here at the bottom that says when you pick your ship, you can also select an additional item tag for items you received, making the same tag as one that matches your current ship has no effect. Oh, picking the same one. So if you want to tag your ship for like corrosion or something, or burning, you can do that, and you'll probably see more of that. So that's a cool effect. And then over here you have all the status effect trees. Over here you have weapon damage. This is abilities, and this is looks like just like survival, random survival stuff. Oh, life support seems really good. It's probably important. Anyway, that's shapeshifter formations. Let's look. We definitely unlocked a ship, so let's take a look at that. Oh no, we unlocked two things. We unlocked a blaze, which has a thermal beam, a high damage laser that pierces, applying wildfire, and then the passive, applying burn, has a chance to spread burn. Okay, that's cool. And then we unlocked corrosive bolter, fires fast moving homing bolts to supply corrosion. Cool. And railgun, a single shot weapon that can pierce targets. Neat. So yeah, there's a lot going on for this. I'm really enjoying it. If it seems like the type of thing you like, I'll have a link down in the description below. If it doesn't, that's cool too. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all later. Jeff out. Bye.